Great TV. Tucker corners woman on defending banning word man. Everything is offensive and needs to be banned if anyone complains, starting, of course, with all words that contain man. That's the basic stance that liberal feminist Cathy Aryu took during a recent appearance on Tucker Carlson Tonight, after Purdue University published guidelines scolding students for using words like mailman and mankind. Right off the bat, Carlson began jabbing at Aryu for defending the leftist writing rules. You're lecturing us about sexism while you're sitting right now in Manhattan, he joked. His guest took the banter, but clearly sided with the idea that what words should be changed or banished based on their maleness. They are saying that society has changed and times are changing, and we don't want to be offensive in our language, Aryu, a writer and magazine publisher, declared. They're trying to be non-sexist and non-biased, and that means trying to take the word man out. So instead of man-made, it would be synthetic. Carlson pressed his guest about how far the non-offensive rules would go. Should the nation ban words that contain male because of how it sounds? They are saying that the word man is associated with adults, men, as opposed to just humanity or humans. So they're trying to avoid the word man. So if we could eliminate that word, then things would be much better, and people would be less offended. Are you trying to explain? The Fox host asked the obvious question: does everything need to be changed if it's even remotely offensive to someone? What if you lived in Manchester, Vermont? He asked. Well, they might have to change the name of the city if people agree with Purdue University. And Purdue found that things needed to be updated, and they updated their writing guide to take out these words that are apparently offending certain groups of people, you explained. Yes, that's where we are in 2018. Liberals are now claiming that entire cities need to be renamed because somewhere an obscure group of people has declared to get their pantaloons in a bunch. Carlson pointed out that what his liberal guest was basically describing is bullying by one group against everyone else in the country. Just to make sure I understand the rule, if something offends somebody, even if you're never met that person personally, then you have to change it. So then doesn't that mean that a small group of super unhappy people get to control what the rest of us say and think? Carlson asked. Cathy Aryu stuck to her guns and insisted that language is updated all the time, so doing it to accommodate the perpetually offended wouldn't be a problem. I guess the question for me is, who gets to decide what changes and what doesn't? Carlson asked. For example, I think I've now decided that the most offensive word in the language is college professor, so maybe I'd like to say that nobody can use that word in my presence because it offends me. Would that fly? Could I pull that off? He wondered. Well, if you have a writing guide, perhaps, his guest responded. A few smirks from Cathy Aryu during his segment hinted that she might not have fully believed everything she was arguing, but was going all in on the absurd liberal position to wind Tucker up. It doesn't really matter. Enough people truly believe that words and even city names should be banned over imagined offensiveness. That there is no end in sight. As Tucker pointed out, there are no rules to this insanity and no line where the left will finally stop. Actually, you know what I think? I think mothers should be offended by the word synthetic. You know why? Because, some breast milk isn't man-made. It's certainly not synthetic either. It's woman-made or person-made. No, it's woman-made. So, yeah, think about that one.